Hello! Ayun. Nag-work naman. Yes. Okay. Hi everyone. Welcome sa AAGOS Ang Pag-asa. Today it is Musika with spacedog, spacecat. My name is Mitzi and parang tambay lang ako dito habang mag-uusap sila. But yes, I'm joined by spacedog, spacecat, a band from dito sa Pilipinas, and I think it's better na sila mag-i-introduce sa individually and also about sa banda nila. So I'll pass the mic on to Mark.
Hi, I'm Mark. I play bass for Space Dog, Space Cat. Pinapakanta na rin ako, but I don't know about that. And you can find me on Twitter, Mark Lobster.
Yan. Next, Jam.
Hello, Jam Lorenzo, guitars and vocals. Yun lang.
Next, RJ.
Hi. Hi. RJ, guitars and vocals ng Spacedog, Spacecat. Yun lang muna.
Okay. Sino willing mag-introduce ng banda niyo mismo? Meron naman akong
Okay.
meron naman akong comment, pero better pa rin if from the people itself. Sure.
Sige. Introduce muna namin yung mga wala.
Actually, no, sorry. Oh, yes. Please do.
Sila sa screen. So, wala dito yung drummer namin, si Jerros. Jerros Dolino. Tapos yung violin and vocals namin, si Janine Samaniego. And then si Evee Simon, vocal, synth, and guitars. So, unfortunately, may mga ibang schedule sila, but they'll try to catch up kung makakahabol pa sila sa stream. Ayun, Spacedog, Spacecat.
Sorry.
So ngayon ko lang nalaman na Simon at hindi Simon.
Diba?
Hindi ko alam.
Akala ko rin Simon eh. Honestly.
Hindi, tinanong ko na sa kanya yan. Either or.
Okay.
Okay.
Tama
Sorry,
ba?
natatawa lang ako sa it just struck me na para tong yung presidential debates na may empty podium. Joke. Hindi naman, not naman to But yeah.
To be fair naman, hindi sila hindi sila natatakot. May prior engagement lang. And legit
Legit
yun.
ang kanilang reasons.
Ayan. Totoo.
Ayun, I guess we could start with yung question rin. Bakit Space Dog, Space Cat yung yung pinili nyo na name sa banda nyo?
Si Jam ang sasagot niyan.
Meron kasing meme na merong picture na may hotdog tas may cat in space. So hotdog space cat siya dapat nung una. Pero si RJ ni-recommend niya, sinuggest niya na Space Dog, Space Cat na lang. So, yun yung super short version ng band name history.
Yeah.
Ilang taon na kayo ulit?
Wala pa
2020 lang. No.
Talaga?
I mean,
2020
nag-start
pala.
yung Space Dog, Space Cat, nagsimula siya ng 2020, pandemic band siya. Tapos originally kami ni Jam, yung nakalagay sa description, kami ni Jam with a revolving cast of friends. So basically, kasi kami ni Jam matagal na kaming nagja-jamming. Maraming beses actually kami nag-attempt magtayo ng banda. Pero ewan ko kung pang ilang iteration na to itong Space Dog, Space Cat. Pero finally, dahil nag-pandemic, medyo nagkaroon ng time to focus on writing and recording. So, yung first single namin na pinalabas kanina, yung My Midori, yun yung una naming binuo, tapos mostly kami pa lang ni Jam yun, yung sa single na yun. And then nagkaroon ng isang online gig And or hindi ko alam kung alin ang nauna. Anyway, nagkaroon ng online gig. So nag-recruit kami ng friends na magjo-join sa amin to play the other instruments. And then from there, nag-decide na kami na ba't hindi na gawin na lang natin full band talaga instead of yung original idea. Yun po. Ayan, kung may dadagdag sila.
I see, I see. Wait, nag-blanco utak ko. Ayun. So regarding pala sa like sa spacedog, spacecat, yung Inception. Conception, ayun. Bakit nakaisip kayo na ng banda in the middle pa of the pandemic? And how was that experience na sa 2 years na naging banda kayo? You had to have live performances, kunwari, or recorded performances habang hindi quarantine, habang hindi kayo nakikita in person.
Jam.
Actually, yung part na yun, medyo mahirap yun. Kasi parang bago kami nakapag-practice, recently lang, siguro 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago lang yung first time na nakapag-practice kami na kompleto kami. In the band. So, for the first year, hindi talaga kami nagkikita. Medyo,
online talaga.
Online talaga. So, yung adjustment between playing sa comforts of your home papunta sa actual band, medyo hindi naman kami surprisingly enough, medyo maganda naman so far yung results kahit na ganon. Pero kasi ang tagal nang nagbabanda nitong mga to, so dapat.
May ganong expectations ba?
I think yun yung tama si Jam, ngayon ko lang naisip. I guess yun yung nagpadali kasi before kami, sabi nga ni Jam, before kami nabuo ng kompleto to jam, para mag-rehearse, etc. At totoo yun, parang malaking bagay na yung members ng bands are medyo may katandaan na rin sa
industriya.
Sa industriya, joke. Medyo may katandaan na sa band scene. Marami ng mga naging bands. And then, syempre, technology rin. At kahit paano lahat ng members capable. Except, I guess, for the drums kasi mas complicated mag-record ng drums eh. Kailangan talaga ng studio. But for the rest of the bands, Mark can record video and bass sa bahay niya. Si Jam, ganun din. Ako, ganun din. And si Janine, si Evee. So, yung mga nabuo namin ng mga online performances before, malaking bagay din yon yung technology kasi capable kami mag-record. Yun. Mark?
I guess yung sa tanong, like, why during the pandemic, no? Like, paano nangyari yun? I think for a lot of us musicians, nung nawalan ng gigs, sobrang like online gigs don't compare to like in-person gigs in the same way na being like creating songs together and recording like online isn't the same as like actually being in the studio with other musicians and your friends, your bandmates. Pero everyone was just kind of kating-kati na tumugtog. And may malabas na something yung to create stuff and put it out there for people to listen to or watch. So personally, kasi like going into the pandemic, medyo inactive na yung iba kong bands, Twin Lobster and So Hello. Tas for some reason kahit di na tumutugtog, parang nung nag-start yung pandemic, parang doon ko lalong na-miss. Kasi di na rin ako nakakanood eh. So, ayun, I collaborated on a few covers with RJ and other musician friends, and then eventually, yan, inay nila akong maging member ng band, so sobrang saya. Yeah. Ang weird na, may may pandemic band. Parang, ano yan? Parang generational label siya. Gen X, Gen Z type of thing.
Mm. Ah, ayan pala. Na-curious ako, like, so paano yung naging process nyo recording, kunwari, mga, yung sa covers, yung sa recorded na mga performances nyo? Like, may nauuna ba na mag-record and then yun yung basis nyo sa pag-record ng sarili nyong
I don't know how other bands do it, pero sobrang helpful na sina RJ at Jam um, yung medyo nag-lead doon. Or
Oo.
yung, I guess yung main songwriters. Kasi pag nagsisend sila ng guide track, ayun na maganda na yung tunog. Tapos dadagdagan mo na lang.
I see. Kasi yun yung inisip
Paano,
ko eh. Like pag nag-record kayo, kunwari nung sabay-sabay, na-notice ko kasi nung trinay namin, kunwari mag-jamming lang sa Discord, yung delay ang lala. As in,
Hindi.
hindi. Hindi
It
sabay-sabay.
won't work
Impossible naman
talaga.
yun.
It won't work.
oo.
Yeah.
Oo. Naalala ko may meme noon yung parang jamming online live tapos sobrang hiwa-hiwalay sila ng tunog. Mahirap siya.
Mm-mm. Ayun
Ang
pala.
isang
Go ahead.
ginawa namin, sorry. Ang isang ginawa rin pala kasi namin with our collective, yung alternative.
Mm-mm.
Nung onset ng pandemic, parang mga 2-3 weeks pa lang, or 2 weeks pa lang yata yung pandemic, nag-start na kami ng parang series na online collaborations.
Mm-mm.
So parang nakaano kami nun, mga 9 or 10 yata Jam, na mga
Friends of
collaboration.
Alternative.
Yung tawag namin Friends of Alternative. So we get in touch with mga kaibigan namin na may ibang banda. So we did covers. So parang ginamit naming platform din for fundraising para makagather ng support for yung mga nahihirapan during the lockdown that time.
Mm-mm.
So yun. Kaya medyo maaga pa lang medyo familiar na kami how to work online.
Mm-mm.
I mean, how to collaborate online.
Mm-mm.
Kaya hindi ganon kahirap in terms of technical know-how, I guess.
Mm-mm.
Dun sa pagbubuo ng songs, etc.
I see. Yung na-mention niyo kasi yung sa fundraising for yung mga nahirapan sa pandemic. Pwede niyo makwento how that went? Like, paano, like, naisip niyo na, I mean, there are obvious reasons naman talaga, pero paano niyo naisip na parang mag-fundraise kayo considering yung logistical problems when it comes to like during the pandemic, yung pagre-record, ganun.
Ang isa sana to, ang isang maano doon, kasi yung alternative as a whole, even before the pandemic, ang dami na naming gigs for kunyari community benefits, human rights awareness gigs. So ever since talagang importanteng component na siya ng alternative na ginagawa namin. So parang natural na step na lang siya. I think during the pandemic hindi lang mga COVID relief yung ginawa natin. Nagkaroon din tayo, RJ, nung sa Bagyo. Sa Bagyo ba yun?
Yung sa Ulysses. Ulysses ba yun?
Sa Ulysses. So, may mga ganong activities din yung alternative starting ng pandemic.
Ito. Ayun, parang lang din. Since we had time and resource para gawin tong mga yung mga collaboration ng musicians, why not use it for furthermore, para mag-advance ng iba pang causes, parang ganun.
Actually, isa yun sa mga points na gusto ko sanang tanungin after sa next na set. Kasi like i-try kong alalahanin basta yung about sa causes and yung pag-support ng causes and music. Pero yung gusto kong tanungin sa inyo is yung context rin ng mga songs na yung sa first set, yung titles nun if hindi nakaabot yung mga tao doon. Yung perform nila is yung Metro, Retro, Bizarro, Beach, etc. Tsaka My Midori. So yun, anong pwede niyong ma-share tungkol sa mga doon?
Jam or Mark, alam mo na
Ako?
rin ba?
May pinopossess ba talaga yung person na Midori sa buhay niyo? Or
Yung mga Midori parang alak yun or something.
Alak. Tama.
talaga? May
Oo.
alak na Midori?
Oh,
Ano yun?
sin green siya.
Japanese green na drink na
Oo.
Japanese.
Gusto sana, dun sa music video nun, gusto sana ni RJ na bumili ng Midori para mas ma-highlight na yun talaga yun. Pero mahal eh. So hindi namin tinuloy.
Actually, ang mahal nga daw. Ang hirap makuha.
Pero bumili kami ng Mountain Dew yata or ano bang kulay green drink.
Mountain Dew.
Or
Grabe
something.
naman.
No, we
Movie magic
considered
na lang
it
yan, no?
yata.
Ah,
Pero puro bote ng pale pills yun yung nandun. Sige, Jam.
yung mga songs naman ng spacedog, spacecat, puro ganun yung theme, no? Puro mga escapism, what else. Although ayaw ni RJ yung salita na yun. So, yung title ng since titles yung usapan
Existential dilemma.
natin. Existential. Pero since titles nga pala yung usapan natin, medyo nagsispace out ako.
Okay lang.
Yung titles, yung Metro, Retro, Bizarro, yung title naman nun, kasi merong preset dun sa recording software na ginagamit namin, na Metro, Retro yung pangalan. Tapos kasama siya dun sa pag in-export mo na yung files, siya yung nakalagay. So akala ni RJ yun na yung title. Sabi niya, ito na ba yung title ng song? Anyway, yun lang.
Na-notice ko nga na parang may pagka-whimsical yung... Ewan ko kung whimsical ba talaga yung term. Basta yun yung naisip ko na parang there's this... Parang it's interesting na sabi niya na existential dilemma. Tapos yung title parang, hi! Okay lang kami! Okay lang kami. Parang ganun.
Actually, minsan yung titles, kahit yung ibang song, parang minsan walang direct na kinalaman dun sa tema nung song. So actually yan, yung example, yung Metro, Retro, Bizarro. Well, pwede kang magpaka-intellectual and analyze bakit yun yung meaning, yung title ng song. Pero truth is, wala lang. Parang maganda lang siyang pakinggan. Metro, Retro, Bizarro.
And,
Pero, yeah.
Go ahead.
Pero yun nga, yung, kaya ayokong gamitin yung escapism. Although, basically, yun naman talaga, doon naman pupunta yung ano. Ayoko lang magkaroon ng impression na we're too detached with reality, I guess. Pero parang yung ganitong yung themes naman namin basically reaction lang yun sa how we perceive life. Next. Real talk eh. Real talk.
Real bigla.
Si RJ kasi tatay na siya, so wala.
Oh.
Grabe.
Ba't ganun tatay ako pero di ako ganun magsalita? Joke lang actually.
Go lang. Pero yun rin, sino usually yung gumagawa ng lyrics sa banda nyo? Or like, is it like, nagsasalitan kayo, ganun?
So far with the existing songs, mas marami kay Jam, pero mostly kami nagko-collaborate kami. Most of that in some of the songs parang sisimulan ko, babato ko kay Jam, tapos bubuoy niya, parang so medyo may pagka-collaborative. Although meron din kaming songs na medyo mga lumang songs na nasulat ni Jam. So medyo more or less buo na nung
Para siyang finishing each other's sentences.
Mm.
Oh, ang sweet niyo.
Ay, sorry. Each other sentences.
Ayun. So, on that note, para marinig din ng other people yung para marinig ng other people yung mga songs nyo, move natin yung stream to the next set, and may pumasok na bago, so antay-antay na lang. Kung mag-repeat yung video, that would mean na natagalan ako sa pag-layout. So, so yun, i-move ko na to the next performance, and hopefully, mag-enjoy kayo. Well, mag-enjoy naman talaga dapat. Sure! So yun, see you in a few minutes again, and pag-usapan rin natin regarding like yung gist ng stream na to. How does music and politics intersect and interact? So, see you in a few, and bye. Sure! Okay. See you in a few, and bye. Sure! Okay. See you in a few, and bye. Sure! Okay. everyone, welcome back. Ay, wait, parang na baliktad ko si Janine tsaka si Evie. Teka lang. 1, 2, 3, magic. Magic. Ayan. Marunong ako mag-magic. Yun lang yung magic na alam ko. Yan. Ayun. So, welcome back everyone. Ito ulit yung AAGOS ang Pag-asa. Today, we are doing Musika with spacedog, spacecat. Nag-introduce na sila Marc, Jam, and RJ kanina. So, kakapasok lang kanina ni Janine and Evie. So, kung may narinig kayong ting-ting, yun. So, if okay lang, Janine and Evie, pa-introduce muna ng sarili nyo. Ano yung mga, kung saan kayo mahanap ng mga tao, tsaka if may mga short na pwede kayong i-plug, kunwari mga gigs, or kung nagsistream kayo, yung mga ganun. Una si Janine.
Hala, pressure na joke lang. Hi, I'm Janine. Ako po yung nag-violin at paminsan kumakanta sa Spacedog, Spacecat. Saan nyo ba ako pwede mahanap? Sa Spacedog, Spacecat. Or sa Covert, pwede rin at sa Tuwina Band, PH. Ayun lang. Wala akong streaming, sorry. Pero support na lang Spacedog, Spacecat. Ayun. Si Evee.
Hello, my name is Evie. So I play guitar, minsan synth, tsaka vocals sa spacedog, spacecat. Also play guitars for Megumi Acorda. Tsaka meron din ng banda called July the 14th, although wala pa naman masyadong tugtog. Saan mahanap? I guess you can just look up those bands on Facebook or anywhere on social media. Pero in general, parang, I don't know, I'm under the rock in social media. So, hello.
Good choice, by the way, being under the rock. Ang madugo right now. Sure.
It's safer there.
It's safer there. Ayun. Na-mention nga nila, si Marc ata yun, na nasabi nila na parang may empty podium daw sa debates kanina. Pero at least like legit yun, hindi yung parang tumatakbo from debates, yung peg. So, I'm just saying, wala akong sinasabing pangalan ko, pero kung may matamaan, hindi na natin yun kasalanan. So, ayun, nasabi ko kanina na we're going to talk about yung how music and politics intersect and interact. Pero first off, gusto ko rin malaman or gusto ko lang tanungin kung ano yung context rin ng itong second set nyo, which is yung Chronic Non-Surfers, Down and Out, and Seeking a Friend. So, sinong pwedeng magchika about it?
Sino?
RJ. RJ.
Chronic Non-Surfers, well, instrumental surf song. Kasi gusto namin maging surfer band. Joke. Ako lang.
May nakatry na ba ng surfing sa
Kunyari.
inyo?
Meron sa Baler, sa La Union. Tapos, well, yun, Down and Out and Seeking a Friend. I guess, yun nga, so far lahat halos ng songs namin nandun sa ganong theme, yung existential dilemma / escapism, whatever. Ano man yan. Pero yan, yung ganun basically yung tema. Yung Seeking a Friend, yun yung pinaka-huling single, pinaka-recent na single namin, which we released noong December ba? Towards the end of the year. Siguro konting trivia lang, kaya Seeking a Friend yung title. Medyo, medyo parang yung movie na Seeking a Friend for the End of the World, if you're familiar with that. Parang yung ganung tema lang. Although kinat na lang namin sa Seeking a Friend instead. Originally, yung buong title din ng song, ng movie yung title ng song, pero we decided na parang pinanood ko ulit yung movie hindi ako masyadong ganyan lang
Natuwa
siya.
sa message.
Hindi sa message,
Okay.
sa movie itself, sa pagkakagawa.
Auteur
Pero yung-
kasi si RJ.
Pero yung team,
Mark Douglas ba yun?
hindi.
Hindi, okay, sorry.
Kalimutan ko yung name, yung ano pang dinirect niya? Nick and Nora's yata. I'm not sure. Hindi pala. Mabasa mga ganun.
May
Yun, yun
hinahanap
lang.
ako.
That song.
May hinahanap
Tapos
lang
yung
ako.
Google
Yung
ko
Keira
nga rin yan.
Knightley.
Yeah. Yan.
Tapos yung director, Lawrence Cafaria.
Yeah. Tama siya.
Hinanap ko talaga, no? Kasi nangangati utak ko.
So,
Go ahead.
yung
go ahead.
original title niya, With Apologies to Lorraine, ganyan.
Oh,
Pa ganun pa eh.
ganon?
Seeking a Friend. Ayan, tama. Nick and Nora's nga. Tama. Yung isa niyang film. Wala.
Ayun
Tapos
rin
yung
pa.
Seeking a Friend, yun din yung ginawan namin ng music video. So,
Tama.
starring Janine and Sven,
The Cut.
RJ's cat.
The Cut.
Yun yung first time na complete yung band sa isang place. Pero
Actually,
hindi pa kami
oo.
nakapag-jam na.
Hindi pa kayo nag-jam na.
Hindi
Tama.
jam, hindi tugtog. Music video, shoot lang.
Grabe no music video agad. Di man lang dyan.
Hindi man lang hi, hello.
Iba
Sorry,
lang
acting
tambay,
tayo.
no?
Oo, walang tambay.
Acting.
Bandmates pala.
Straight to business. That's our motto.
Pag gantong edad ka na talaga eh.
Ganun kami ka-dedicated and focused talaga.
Game kung game.
All about the music.
All about the music.
Ayun na rin pala. Gusto ko, kasi wala si Janine and si Evee kanina. Kasi napag-usapan na rin namin yung experience na nila Mark, Jam, and RJ. Yung tungkol sa yung pag-form ng band during the pandemic and yung pagre-record, yung for gigs or for events, ganun. Gusto ko lang sana tanungin kayo, Janine and Evee, kung ano yung naging experiences nyo dun? Like, ano yung mga maganda and ano yung mga hindi masyadong maganda? Ganun.
Forming the band during the pandemic.
That and then the years after. Ganun.
Years after, parang nakaisang taon na ba tayo?
2020 daw kayo, di ba?
Kami pa lang ni Jam talaga yung 20. Although si Evee, December 2020, nag-jam na tayo. With Ian pa.
Pero parang di pa kami parang
Hindi pa formal. And,
Oo,
yun.
di pa formal. Na-invite lang na tumutog.
Innovation lang siya.
Experience. Well, sa akin, wala lang. Kasi parang tambay rin ako ng Red Because, so, wala nang makuha si RJ. So, ako naman.
Grabe naman.
Sabi niya, ang dali ko daw mag-yes. So, sige, nag-yes naman din naman talaga ako. So, game, magbanda tayo. Game, permanent game. But then, like, syempre, during a pandemic, mas mahirap lang, syempre, with all the restrictions and yung kapraning about, contracting the disease and all that. So, pero, ano ba? Siguro yun lang, I think mas active pa yung bandang to. Well, it's funny actually, sabi ko parang mas active pa yung spacedog, spacecat sa iba kong banda na una. Tapos, during the pandemic pa, mas active pa kaysa nung before the pandemic. The other bands I'm in. So I feel like if there weren't the pandemic, feeling ko sobrang dami ng kanta kasi nila RJ and Jam eh. Bilis na sulat eh. So, it's been a fun ride so far despite all the challenges.
Janine, ikaw ba?
Ako kasi sobrang new player. Di ko sila kilala except si RJ. Kasi with my previous bands, paminsan nag-rehearse kami sa Red Verb or si RJ nagre-record din sa amin. Tapos yung mga bandang tinutugtugan ko pa before, sobrang iba yung genre. Talaga. Pero since enjoy naman ako sa kahit anong music, tapos parang challenge na rin kasi si RJ, taas ang tingin ko kay RJ pa. Parang niyaya. Actually, yung first time niyaya nila ako dun sa ngayon ang panahon. Tapos nag-enjoy naman ako. Tapos nung niyaya ako ulit ni RJ na mag-cover ng ibang songs, sabi ko, hala, nag-work pala. Tapos ang saya din ng mga kanta na kino-cover nila. Tapos yun, natuwa rin ako. I think what was very, parang nag-worry ako was when we finally meet each other. Kasi hindi ko alam yung dynamic. Kasi they've been friends for a very long time. Eh ako parang, ang kilala ko lang talaga si RJ through Ian, si Ian Agalan ng bandang Shirley. Kaya parang, may times sa parang, Ian, punta ka na band practice namin, samahan mo na lang ako or something. Pero, true enough, after naman nung una naming jam, finally, I think yun yung pinakita kanina sa stream.
Tama.
Oo, parang nag-click naman lahat. Tapos lalo na yung nakapag-gig na kami, parang ang saya. Tapos marami pala kaming common interest. Diba, Jam?
Bakit ako?
Looking for validation.
Kaya, ayun, nagiging comfortable na ako. So, yun.
Pero yun nga,
Next.
ngayon ang panahon, yun pala, start ng pandemic, I think, everyone is down. Kasi syempre, makalabas, we were worried about each other. Tapos walang tugtog. Businesses were starting to suffer. Yung mga bars, sara, ganyan. Tapos, parang lang gana tumugtog din talaga on your own. So parang, sabi ko nga nung nag-aya sila RJ na ngayon ang panahon, doon lang ako nagkaroon ng rason para mag-gitara ulit for in a while. Kasi parang, this makes sense during a pandemic. Parang,
Before we get into sa context pala ng ngayon, ang panahon, kahit sino gusto mag-start or gusto niyo pumili ako kung sino yung mag-start nito. Pero gusto ko lang kasi sana tanungin na paano, especially ngayon na campaign season na and elections na soon, paano yung mga nangyari in a political sense, yung mga government na mga na actions, kunwari, paano siya naka-apekto sa inyo personally and sa inyo as musicians or as a band? Like, ano yung mga nag-stick out sa inyo na naka-apekto? And also, sorry, ang daming tanong. Pero, and also, in general, ano yung thoughts nyo sa how yung naka-apekto yung politics sa music scene dito sa Pilipinas? Sige, pili ako. RJ, ikaw muna.
Ano yan? Una, personal.
Oo.
Well, parang in my lifetime, yung current, pwede naman siguro magpaka-prangka dito nung ano, diba?
Go
On
ahead.
my political...
Real talk.
Oo.
Real talk.
Real talk.
Let's go.
Go ahead,
I
go
mean,
ahead.
in my experience, yung current administration, etong the dirty administration, it's the worst administration talaga in my lifetime, no? I guess na conscious na ako kasi buhay na pala ako ng panahon ng martial law. Sorry.
Okay lang.
Buhay na pala ako nun.
Life in the 70s.
Pero I mean yung fully aware na ako, adult, ganyan. Itong current administration, although mas bad trip din yung administration, for example, ni GMA. So, yun, compounded pa siya 1,000 times more nitong how this government acted during the pandemic. And yun nga, yung isang nababanggit kanina nila, yung Red Verb Studio, studio yun namin ng asawa ko, ng wife ko. So, parang since 2013, and then dahil sa pandemic, we had to close it last year. So isa yun sa pinakamatinding epekto sa akin. And I would really blame the current government kung paano niya hinandle yung situation. Although siguro eventually naman makikita natin na a lot of the governments sa buong mundo rin naman ay nahirapan talaga to handle in handling the pandemic. Pero ang lala dito sa atin parang sana hindi natin malimutan 'yon. Especially nung first year, 'di ba? How this government treated yung mga lalo na yung mga kababayan natin na mga mahihirap or yung mga marginalized natin na kababayan. Sana hindi natin malimutan gaano kalala yung naging pagtrato sa kanila, 'di ba? During the lockdown, yung sumunod na lang kayo, yung init ng dugo yun So parang ayun, ganun yung ano nga yung tanong? Ano yung epekto ng
Epekto.
Okay lang.
Lost.
Na, feel ko ang dami ko
Tama.
ring feel ko ang dami ko ring sinusunod-sunod na tanong.
So yun yung isa. And kaya, I guess kaya yung election ngayon, napaka-importante niyang stage. No, kumbaga sana hindi maging temporary lang. Kung halimbawa, let's say manalo si Lenny against against Baby M. Sana magkaroon talaga ng significant changes. Maganda yung platform niya and meron siyang consistent yun naman yung argument natin di ba? Meron siyang track record of being a true public servant, no. Sana magpatuloy 'yon if she wins, no. Parang kasi pag election season, anyone can, kahit sino pwedeng mangako kahit sino ipapangako sa inyo ang langit at lupa 'di ba? Sabihin mo, pwede niyo po ba akong payamanin? Papayamanin ka niya ni Mayor habang kampanya. Pero after that, 'di ba? Well, ano bang so si Lenny na yung, I think in my personal opinion, siya na yung kayang talunin si Baby M, o kumbaga may malaking chance. And especially now yung pag nakita natin yung mass movement, 'di ba? Yung pagdagsa ng support, ng organic talaga na support. And I think yung mga naka-attend ng rally can attest na yung mga yon talagang voluntary na pagpunta, hindi talaga hakot yung mga yon. People who want change, people na ayaw nang maulit yung nangyari sa kasaysayan natin. And so yun, ganun ang pinagsasabi ko.
Okay lang, promise. Okay lang.
Ang layo na
Okay lang. Actually, related naman yun.
Mas kino-contemplate ko nga kasi actually pinag-uusapan namin sa group chat ng band yung unang paano makaka-apekto yung Lenny administration sa musicians. Actually, inisip ko talaga, hindi ko kaya mag-speak about that kasi una sa lahat, hindi ko kasi bread and butter yung pagbabanda. Although sound engineer din pala ako. Pero ayun, so the rest of the band, most of the band members hindi yun yung bread, except si Janine din, musician din talaga siya. I mean, yun yung bread and butter niya. Pero I think mas nagfo-focus ako sa how if Lenny wins, how she will how as a citizen pwede tayong mag-benefit. Yun yung mas importante. Yung pagiging musician, pagiging artist, I hope na magkaroon ng puwang sa administration niya. Pero let's be honest. Siyempre, ang importanteng unahin niya yung livelihood ng mga tao, di ba? Yung kabuhayan ng tao, ekonomiya ng mga tao, ganun. So, pero sana maging continuously open siya. May mga statements naman siya how she wants to improve the culture and the arts. Pero sana kasi mas madalas nagte-take a backseat kasi yung culture and the arts, lalo na sa bansa natin eh. So, ayun, dami ko nang nasabi, sila na muna. Sorry.
Okay lang. Sige, pili na naman ako.
Sila na muna.
Pili na naman ako. Evie. Okay lang.
Well, ano ba? Parang hindi naman masyado yung iba rin yung response ko kay RJ. I mean, lahat naman, nagdaan, like, lahat naman nakaranas ng challenges itong pandemic. I guess being people na, to some extent have privilege, parang kung kami or kung ako, for example, nakaranas ng mga napakahirap na events due to this pandemic. Like last year was just one of the worst things on a personal level. Pero like what more yung mga tao na who are less privileged don't have access to basic services and so sobrang hirap. Mas parang nakaka-frustrate not just for myself but really more for other people who don't even have basic services. So yun. So feeling ko hindi man iba yung, I mean lahat tayo nahirapan. Okay? Pero meron talagang mas nahirapan pa. Ano ba? Ano ulit yung tanong?
Yun, so personal experience and then paano yung ikaw as a musician has been affected and paano maapektuhan yung music scene pag kunwari sila ni yung manalo or another candidate yung manalo. Ganun.
Well, yung same thing with RJ. RJ mentioned na, well, ako hindi ko rin, parang hindi ko trabaho yung music. So, ginagawa ko siya to actually stay sane. So, buti na lang meron. Pero, I think similar to other sources of income or livelihood, kasi, okay, so like, so teacher ako, ganun. Tapos, I'm sure like a lot of people have heard about how, I mean, students man or teachers man or parents at home have witnessed how difficult the shift was and everything. So I might not be able to speak for like musicians who do this for a living, pero I would like to think na pare-pareho rin naman din tayo in that sense na kung anong kinabubuhay natin, malaki yung impact ng pandemic. In terms of like, well, if Lenny, like with Lenny's candidacy, and actually what I'd like to say is that I really do find yung organic movement, okay, like like so kanina nabanggit ni RJ na sana nga talaga na kapag kung siya yung manalo, mayroong changes na mangyari. Not just in, within like music circles, but across the board in terms of people's livelihoods. Pero sana rin yung change na yun, hindi lang manggaling sa administration. Kahit sino maupo actually. Sana hindi lang dun manggaling, pero manggaling talaga sa tao. So I've been pretty moved by how her campaign has really brought people together organically. Sana tuloy-tuloy yun, hindi lang pang election. I think more people need to realize na dapat ganun tayo ka-involved actually in politics kasi everyone has a stake in it. We've just been so used to not having a stake in it kasi a lot of people in power have silenced us through, through depriving us of the things that we we should have. So, yun lang. Sana, like, if she does win, I'm for the best, pero more than anything talaga, sana matandaan din ng mga tao, not just, apart from the craziness of this administration, matandaan din ng tao na kaya rin nilang gumawa ng, the change can come from the people. Yun din talaga, I think, beyond the elections. So, sana the movement keeps it up.
So, wait. Oh. So, okay. Yung next naman, Mark.
Hi. Ang awkward. No, but I think to speak on tama si RJ and si Evee. We aren't career musicians, I guess, with the exception of Janine, who is a career musician. We do this, like, we play music. We support our playing, our being able to create like art, create art, create music and play in bands through our jobs. And I think tama yung sinabi ni RJ na like prioritizing welfare, economy, and basic services, diba? Sabi ni RJ and Evee is much more important. But at the same time, parang giving that security and better quality of life, parang ang hirap. Like kung wala yun, I don't think I'd be able to. I'd have to prioritize other things than music kung wala yun. So for people like us, I think sobrang importante yung like if the pandemic response of this current administration had been better, baka we would have had to let go of less things. Parang that sacrifices personally on our parts had to be made to get through the pandemic, di ba? Kasi yun yung lacking is parang sobrang iniwan tayo sa ere. I think yung sinabi kanina na other countries were struggling also, pero yung level of uncertainty that we faced lalo na nung like very start and height nung first wave, sobrang ibang klase yun, like here in the Philippines. So without that kind of security in terms of welfare, in terms of work, I don't think creators like us who don't do this full time, I don't think we would even be able to dedicate any time or effort to making music. Hirap eh. So I think like at the very least, and Lenny's track record kind of points to it na, I guess in question, if she wins, like what does that mean for us musicians or musicians like us who don't do this full time? Hopefully it means na we don't have to worry about the things we worried about with this previous administration. Na we'll have the security and resources to pour into creating music, into playing gigs. And syempre, like the music industry isn't just musicians, it's business owners like RJ. So he had Red Verb Studio, which had to close down. There were venues that had to close down, like Route 196, which was a huge venue for so many musicians, lalo na in the independent scene. Ano pa ba yung mga nagsara? Route 196, Mose. Ay, hindi, pero di
Hindi,
naman.
parang
Babalik
okay
yung
pa
Mose,
yung
diba?
Mose. Oo,
Yeah.
parang okay pa yung Mose.
And
Today X Future.
Today X
yeah.
Future,
Wala.
yun. And then yun nga, like recording in rehearsal studios, events groups. Yun yung ang daming tinamaan eh. Yeah. Yun. I guess that's my take.
Okay. Next, Janine.
Wow. Ang dami kong hinanakit. Charot. Kasi like they have been saying for the past few minutes, ako ata ang career musician talaga amongst all of them. Kasi I'm a classical violinist. So before the pandemic, I play in orchestras and in quartets and all that. Pero I was one of the lucky ones na habang I was being a performer, I was also a teacher. So I had a studio. I had a music studio to lean on to na I was lucky enough to mount my teaching online. So, pero ang iba rin kasi yung swerte ko kasi alam mo yun, yung I had stable internet connection, I had the laptop, I had the means to buy a proper mic for me to teach my students, etc. So, medyo buhay ako. Kasi also my students, they also have the same privileges as I had then. But for my other half, like the performance side, died talaga. Kasi parang when we tried also to transition ourselves na mag-online, parang can you imagine an entire 65-piece orchestra rehearsing online through Zoom? Parang it's quite impossible. And so we had to resort to relying on softwares like Sibelius na nakikinig na lang kami sa backing tracks tapos kailangan naming sundan. So the essence of it all, making music together, feeding off each other's energies, sobrang nawala entirely. It's parang yung natuto na lang sa aming lahat throughout this whole pandemic season. Ang gumaling, I guess, is our sound engineer or the ones who write our scores for us or yung gumagawa ng mga minus, ng mga backing tracks sa amin. And yung parang, yung passion and yung drive namin, gone, as in completely gone. What more sa mga colleagues ko na hindi nagtuturo, as in really just relied on performing every day. Nawalan talaga sila ng kabuhayan. As in parang, oh my gosh, ano nang gagawin ko in the next few days? Parang lahat ng gigs nawala, lahat ng pending concerts namin nawala, alam mo yun, weddings nawala, birthdays, whatever, yung mga those little events that we really relied on for us to have food on the table or for future expenses, really all gone. And then this whole administration did not even have that kind of initiative that we were looking for na buong entertainment industry, buong creatives industry hanging in the balance. And we didn't have the foresight kahit in a month or 2 weeks time. At the back of our heads, parang kahit itong pandemic na to, parang 1 or 2 weeks magsasubside na rin yan. But no, it extended to like more than 2 years. And up until now, people are still wary about going out and giving concerts or, even gather ourselves in one small recital hall to listen to ourselves, listen to our colleagues, or listen to our students even. And besides that, my teaching side naman, parang nawalan ng voice yung mga little students ko. Kasi, I teach kids eh. So kahit sila yung social skills nila, nawala. Education din nila. So ang daming connections na parang, ano na? And then, yung pag-decide ng government, parang we'll cross that bridge when we get there. It's not acceptable. Sobrang it's not acceptable. So walang foresight. And then you have people like VP Lenny na, trying her best to really have her small programs na magawang nationwide. Tas, alam mo yun, parang yun at least merong mga 1 week or 2 week na foresight. Tapos ayaw pa rin ng mga tao. Hindi ko na talaga alam. So, it's just really, it's devastating. It's really devastating. So, that's my side of it. Yeah.
Tapos, last but not the least, Jam?
So actually, nasabi na nila lahat eh. Pero ang dami na nilang sinabi na lahat yon puro ganun din naman yung sentiments ko. Pero sige, personally, sa NGO kasi ako nag-work. So big part of my job na talaga yung magreklamo tungkol sa mga issues ng government. So with the pandemic, and siguro starting na rin with the Duterte administration, sobrang laki ng impact niya talaga sa work namin, and especially nga nung nagkaroon na ng COVID. So, pag ini-imagine ko lang na may prospect pa of 6 more years or longer na ganito ulit or mas malala pa, more likely, parang hindi ko na siya kayang kasi yung later parts ng 20s namin. Namin ni Janine naubos sa pandemic eh. So, hindi ko alam sa ibang bandmates, medyo mas matanda sila eh. Pero, yun. So, sagutin ko rin yung isang tanong mo kung paano siya naka-affect sa amin as artists. I-echo ko lang yung sinabi ni RJ kanina na ever since naman yung since pandemic band kami, yung lahat naman ng sinusulat namin reaction dun sa sa nangyayari sa paligid. Sobrang totoo nun. Kaya lahat halos ng songs namin super depressing kasi yun talaga yung general mood namin tungkol sa hindi lang sa COVID situation kundi na rin sa political landscape, if you will.
So, yun, like, parang yung nag-stick out kasi talaga sa akin is yung mga na-share nyo na regarding like, yung outside sa music is nakaka-apekto siya sa sa context niyo as musicians kasi kunwari kung walang provision for support sa economy, yung sa businesses, yung mga gastusin tumataas yung presyo. There's a lot of anxiety nga like and nakakaapekto siya sa 'di ba parang nakakaapekto siya sa career or yung sa passion nyo for music. So yung nagigets ko rin is like pag nag-improve yun, magdo-domino effect siya. You are given the chance to focus on it. And kunwari for Janine, yung industry talaga ng music is magbo-bloom. Parang yung nasabi nga ni RJ, parang yung culture and the arts is like parang nasa back burner siya. Which is dapat hindi. Dapat hindi kasi importante yun. It keeps people sane. Pero ayun like dapat talaga na nabigyan tuon yun. And yun nga, lahat naman ng aspects ng pamumuhay natin nag-i-intersect. So, if naayos yung isa, at least makafocus rin sa pag-ayos pa ng isa. And then, it gives people space and energy to explore or to pursue yung passions, 'di ba? So, ayun. On that note, si Janine, was it, yung involved sa, sa ngayon ang panahon? And sino pa yun? Yung involved pa?
Actually,
Si
lahat
RJ?
kami.
Ah,
Lahat
talaga?
kami nandun.
Yeah.
Ay,
Lahat
oo,
kami,
kasi
lahat
yun
kami.
yung gumawa kayo ng music video first. Okay,
Ito
so,
yung collaboration ng maraming musicians. Ay, indie musicians.
okay.
Against terror law.
Oo.
Kasi yung papalapit na yung that time, papalapit na yung may isa sa batas na yung anti-terror law, which we saw as talaga, isa sa mga tools na gagamitan talaga ng government against dissent. Especially the kind of government na maraming ginagawang mali. Natural, maraming magrereklamo. So, kailangan niya yung tool na yan para i-curtail yung mga magrereklamo. And, yun, kaya, kumbaga sa circle namin, sa corner namin ng indie music scene, yung mga kaibigan namin, yung mga kasama namin sa mga gigs, etc. It was pandemic to, so hindi kami nagkikita-kita physically, pero we gathered, we wrote a song, and then ayun nga, nag-collaborate yung mga musicians na to come up with this parang our statement. Yun, against terror law and against how these governments handling the pandemic during that time. Yun yung ngayon ang panahon.
Parang ginawa na lang priority yung anti-terror law, no? During the
Over,
pandemic.
Minadali
health.
nila actually kasi
Nirush.
Kasi 'di ba parang alam rin nila na parang magdi-dissent talaga yung mga tao considering yung response nila sa pandemic. So parang ay nako. So yun, para stick around sa sino man mga nanonood, stick around para sa ending nitong sa stream kasi yun yung ipa-play natin, yung ngayon ang panahon. Like they said, a collaboration with with various bands. Because I think it's also very fitting, especially sa context natin dito sa Pilipinas. So, ayun, one last question, kahit super mabilis lang. Bakit si Lenny or kahit like kunwari si Calyode, bakit siya yung pipiliin nyo na kandidato sa as a president and kunwari rin sa vice president ganon, pero yun. Unahin na lang natin si Mark.
Okay. Na yun nga, I think what a lot of us are impressed, like what we all have in common, like in terms of what we find impressive about Lenny is her track record. I think that's like the most important thing talaga. Like given such na parang medyo backed into a corner siya, diba? Like in sa office ng VP, she didn't have the easiest time under the current administration kasi nga medyo may pagka-divisive or parang na-isolate siya. I think given what she was able to do, parang that really speaks for itself. And like as someone who like kasi when the pandemic started, you know, I had a job. Tas parang midway through the pandemic, I lost my job and I had to like really, it was really hard to find like my next job opportunity. And I really think na someone with Lenny's credentials and track record, someone who's an economist, someone who knows how to work from the grassroots level, like all the way up to, you know, like the highest levels of government. I think someone who can guarantee na we can all put food on our table. And like I mentioned kanina, you know, parang I'm well aware of like a lot of us musicians come from a privileged place kasi it's not cheap to buy instruments. It's not cheap to even go to gigs, to perform at gigs, not to watch at gigs. It's not cheap to go to gigs kahit na ikaw yung tutugtog. So parang just yun nga, like if the basic needs are met, diba? If our basic needs are met and we're all secure, then personally I feel like musicians like us, we can focus, we can keep doing what we love, and we can without needing to worry about what's gonna happen next. So that's why I'm voting for Lenny, honestly.
Yeah. Jam?
So honestly, isa sa biggest reasons kung bakit makaleni rin ako kasi sobrang
Max.
ayoko ng future na si Bongbong yung mananalo. Yun talaga. And mas secondary na siguro yung nakaka-inspire ng hope si Lenny. So yun yung two biggest reasons. So pero yung number one talaga medyo
Totoo.
parang hindi ko na kaya mag-suffer through another 6 or so years na ganun.
Pucha, punk style lahat niyan, punk music lahat tayo pag naging presidente si Bongbong.
Sobrang
Parang
pwedeng hindi slackerdom, kailangan
nagra-rise ngayong, di ba parang yung hip-hop, punk, ganun, yung parang very tawag dito? Ano pang term? Parang active, oo, na mga na genre na in response nga sa administration ngayon. Wala lang, na-notice ko lang. Pero ayun, RJ, ikaw naman.
Ay. Actually, very similar lang kami ni Jam ng sagot. Pero siguro gusto gusto ko na rin ipasok siguro in some circles kasi even in, I guess, even in activist circles, medyo parang going on yung bakit hindi si Lodi? Diba? Kung meron mang, among the candidates, kung meron mang pinakamakamasa na platform, si Lodi yun. Kung meron mang track record of, I'm talking about among the candidates. Kung meron mang kung track record din ng pag-uusapan, si Lodi rin yun actually, sa totoo lang. So, bakit hindi si Lodi? Pero kasi, hindi kilala si Lodi ng buong Pilipinas eh. And babalik ako dun sa sinasabi ni Jam na kailangan nating talunin yung sinungaling at magnanakaw na Marcos. Kailangan siyang talunin. Hindi kayang, let's be real. Hindi kayang talunin ni Calyod yun. Diba? Hindi pa ganun kalaki yung movement niya.
Influence.
Diba? Yung influence niya. And it's probably true na syempre may mga supporters si Lenny na may means. No? May mga supporters si Lenny na may means. Kaya mas may kapasidad siya, 'di ba? Na mas malawak yung abutin. Pero at the same time, yung second point ni Jam na i-ano ko rin, yun din yung i-raise ko.
Nagalit siya na naunahan ko siya eh.
Yung second point ni Jam, yung unifying hope pala sa kanya, parang naging unifying force siya eh. Na I don't think nakita yon early on agad, no? Parang kahit ako nagulat ako na ganun yung nangyayari. Siya yung totoong unifying force sa ngayon, 'di ba? Ang daming nag-join in dun sa naging siyang totoong movement. Naging totoong mass movement. At sana, I wish sana nangyari yun kay Lodi na naging ganun kalaking mass movement din siya. Pero hindi kasi eh, di ba? So paano ba yan? Kaya pa ba nating ipanalo si Lodi against Bongbong Marcos na sobrang laki ng makinarya? Di ba? Gaano karaming effort, gaano karaming resources yung kailangan mo para ma-introduce mo si Calyod sa mga tao, di ba? For him to win. So, yun yung sana maunawaan din ng iba, especially nung mga kasi actually mayroon ng mga may mga nag-aaway eh sa mga activist circle, sa mga punk circle, may mga nagdedebate eh. Bakit niyo iboboto yan si Lenny? Ganyan. Tapos, pero syempre, third, meron nga siyang may track record siya, di ba? Kumbaga, pero at the same time, ako personally, pa rin ako, kumbaga, babantayan ko pa rin yun after niya manalo. Kung mananalo siya, I hope manalo siya, kailangan bantayan yon. Gaano pa rin siya ka-independent, na kaya niya pa rin i-push talaga yung program na gusto niya, na makatao, na makamasa na program, na mag-uplift sa mamamayan. Gusto kong kailangan bantayan yon. Kasi once manalo siya, iba na yung playing field eh. Iba na yung mga gagalaw. Nandyan yung mga business interests that clash with interest ng workers, ng farmers. Andyan na yun eh. Andyan yung mga military generals who are actually being employed by big businesses para i-pacify yung mga nagrarally, nagsa-strike, 'di ba? Yung mga nagpoprotesta for just wages, nagpoprotesta for land, 'di ba? Nagpoprotesta for human rights. So pagdating ni Lenny, pag-upo niya, sana kaya niyang manindigan against these forces and sana maging totoong para sa sa sambayan ng Pilipino. Kasi si Lodi, medyo sure tayo, pero mayroon ngang ibang forces in play, ibang sectors in play na ayun pa. Pero again, balik sa number 1, ang pinaka-importante muna sa ngayon, matalo si Baby. Kailangan siyang matalo. And then after that, let's be vigilant, sabi nga ni Evee kanina, sana magtuloy-tuloy yung movement and mas maging active politically and socially yung mga tao. Ganun. Okay, dami na naman sinabi. Sorry.
Okay lang yun.
Pero dagdag ko lang sa, hopefully maging mas active politically and socially yung mga tao. Parang I think good sign nun yung People's Council talk.
Totoo. Yun sabi
Napag-post
niya.
niya, diba?
Yun din yung gusto ko.
So parang if it'll get more people involved, yun yung that stood out for me dun sa platform niya.
Okay, next, Janine.
Ganun din Parang bakit nga ba si Lenny? Kasi okay, to be very quite honest, I will never go to the point of understanding kung ano man nafe-feel nung mga taong less privileged pa with how I am doing right now. Pero because of what I am seeing, and it might be very shallow, wala na talagang iba Parang hindi ko rin masikura na napag-aralan din naman natin to lahat before Tapos parang talaga bang, like what they are saying, na gusto nyo siya talagang ibalik sa power. And yung nakikita kong hope na nga lang talaga is VP Lenny. Wala akong, I haven't, sorry Lenny, Leonie, hindi ko alam. Pero, I mean, mali mo in the future, they might work naman together, right? Parang, I think VP Lenny is a listening force. She really knows how to listen. What matters after is how she will act. And I think yung sinasabi nga ni RJ, yun yung kailangan talaga nating bantayan, na sana she really keeps at her promises. Also, when she does promise it, nagagawa naman na rin yan dati. So, paano na nga lang siya i-implement in a larger scale talaga once she is elected as a president, sana. Also, I agree with everyone who has spoken na rin na parang you really can't put back Baby. So, pangalanan na natin ng maayos, diba? Yung mga Marcos talaga back in power. Parang the fact that they can't even acknowledge it properly, what they have done before, it's a big red flag. So, yun lang for me. I hope that people can see talaga and realize what is better for everyone. And right now, I think VP Lenny covers all sectors na possibly might keep everyone happy or at home or in support of her sa ngayon. And then what happens na lang talaga after? That's where the real fight starts. What happens after? Ayun.
Yung nasabi mo nga na parang acknowledging yung atrocities and whatnot.
Yeah.
Nakita niyo diba na recently lumabas yung statement ng anak ni General Ver?
Yes.
Ayun. Tapos ngayon, yung si Lorenzo.
Yung Legarda,
Ayun,
si Lorenzo.
oo. Ang ano nun, parang hala.
Tsaka ang tapang, di ba? Parang mind you, these are, and you remember that argument na yun, wala naman kayo, hindi pa naman kayo born nung time ng martial law.
Yeah.
But you've read about historical accounts that are quite accurate. And how can you say that those are not, or hindi siya nangyari before? And tapos yung next generation pa yung nakaka-acknowledge nun. And though kayong generation na naranasan, parang nakalimutan nyo ba? Parang hindi ako makapaniwala talaga. I don't know how. So, ayun.
Ayun, sorry bago mo tawagin si Evee.
Go.
Yun, idagdag ko lang yun, yung point na yun, sana isa yun sa mga tutukan din ni Lenny in case siya yung manalo. Ah, yung education, history, kailangan yun eh. Actually, after naman ng people power uprising, hindi talaga naging ganun ka kalawak or ano yun, kaseryoso yung education about the atrocities of martial law. Bakit? Kasi yung mga nasa unahan din kasi ng people power uprising were perpetrators themselves. Sila Enriles, sila Ramos, mga perpetrators din yan nung time ng martial law eh. Kaya when nung people power uprising, after that, they didn't do that much required effort para i-educate yung mga tao. And then, come 2000s, etong mga Marcoses, they really, ginastasan talaga nila paano isi-spread yung lies nila, yung branding nila ng golden era yon, etc. Ano yun eh, as early as,
Yung
kung
branding nila
familiar
na
kayo,
heartthrob si Sandro.
even before pa, panahon pa lang ni Pinoy, election for Pinoy, nagpapakalat na sila. Ewan ko kung nakapanood kayo nung ang production, mga animated info videos. Pinoy Monkey something. Yun yung pangalan ng production na house na naglalabas ng mga so as early as that 2000s nagsispread na talaga sila ng propaganda para i-boost up yung ibalik sila yung sa power.
Yung
Ayun,
Cambridge
sige,
Analytica
gang.
rin,
So,
'di ba?
Oh yeah,
Nasa-
yun. Inamin din ng Cambridge, di ba? Analytica.
Oo. So, ayun. Last but not the least, Evie.
Nasabi na lahat eh. I think, the main goal is to keep the Marxists out of power forever, if possible. So, kung si Lenny manalo, there's a better chance of being able to hopefully rid of yung mga lintanong society na yun. So, I guess, everything's been mentioned na. No Marxists. Lenny herself has long proven herself track record. Kahit before naman siya naging VP, matunog na yung pangalan niya. Not to a lot of people, pero may dahilan din kung bakit natalo niya rin si Bongbong for the vice presidency noon. Several times pa nga. Protests,
Several
diba?
recounts.
So, several recounts. May dahilan naman. And I think what that also shows us then is really the people who have believed in her. So, parang yun yung pinaka-testimony na rin for her. Nasabi na rin ni RJ similar sentiments like about Lenny and Liodi. Liodi really does have a very pro-people platform in an ideal world. Really, siguro silang dalawa lang talaga yung, di ba, yung parang pinagaharap, di ba? Pero the machinery is real and the situation is real. Although what I siguro will add to what everyone has already said is that I can't stress enough the movement that especially Lenny's campaign has put forward. There have been people from all walks of life really coming together, diba? Sana nga masustain yun. And that siguro with people, especially yung mga, kasi nga meron na nga mga minsan away na or debates within certain progressive circles na whomever you are voting for, Lenny man or Liodi, syempre parang, syempre vote out of principle and vote out of the reality that's there. Ako, I respect people who will vote for Liodi, of course. If they choose to do so, that's because meron talagang kailangan pang pagtuunan pa ng pansin. Ibig sabihin, hindi pa, siguro pang nahamig, di ba? So, yun nga. So, sa mga Lenny supporter naman, di hamigin pa ang iba pang tao na pwede pang hamigin. Especially those who still are inclined to vote for Marcos. So, ayun. So, maybe, hopefully, kung manalo nga si Lenny, pwede na rin pakinggan yung hindi rin bumoto sa kanya because they were probably they're probably also fighting for something na kailangan pa marinig ng mas marami. So yun nga, sana nga ma-sustain pa ang movement. People are more informed, involved. The elections is just one way to be involved in politics. It's just one of our basic civic duties. Sobrang dami pang pwede pang gawin. Kaya, yun nga, after the elections, honestly, kung ano man yung maging result, sana maging involved pa rin lahat. Kasi mas malaki pa yung laban. Parang beyond, diba? Parang, of course, we're against Marcos, but we're also against everything he represents. And sana we keep fighting against that and fighting for the things that our progressive candidates are trying to stand for. Yun lang.
Ayun. So thank you talaga for everyone's insights, sharing your experiences and input. Kasi importante rin yun eh. Dapat marinig rin yung iba't ibang sektor talaga. No matter like ano yung perception ng mga tao na dapat parang back burner. Dapat hindi eh. Kasi nakaka-apekto talaga siya sa society, yung culture and the arts. Nasabi ko na in previous streams kung bakit sila ni iboboto ko. Agree ako actually na in a perfect world talaga si Leody and si Lenny lang yung si Leody and si Lenny yung pagpilian natin, walang necessarily lesser evil. Pero yun rin, I also agree na ang goal ngayon is matalo si Marcos and si Duterte. Kasi dapat rin natin protektaan yung seat ni Lenny. Kasi if si Sara Duterte yung mananalo, gawan niya ng paraan ng mga kasama nila sa Senado and sa Kongreso na mapaalis si Lenny. It's happened before kay CJ Sereno. CJ? Basta yun. Chief Justice, ayun. So yun. Yun. So salamat again everyone. Space Dog, Space Cat. Maraming salamat for joining this stream and sa mga nanonood again, stay lang kayo onte kasi ipa-play natin yung ngayon ang panahon in a bit, but for now, right now, mag-introduce ulit or mag-outroduce yung mga members ng Space Dog, Space Cat. And again, if my social media handles kayong gusto i-plug and mga links to plug or mga gigs to plug and whatnot, go ahead. So again, start tayo sa baliktad naman. Start tayo kay Janine, and then Evee, and then RJ, Jam, and then Marc. So yun.
Okay. Hi, ako ulit si Janine, violinist and vocals ng Space Dog, Space Cat. Like, follow, and stream us on our YouTube and Spotify accounts. And I guess we'll see you on Friday for our, ano ba yun? At public yun, di ba? Yung gig natin sa Friday.
Private event.
Private event.
Sorry. So, kita-kits sa Friday sa Motorist Bar. Ayun.
Yeah, wear a mask na lang.
Yan.
Ayun. Yeah, so again, this is Evee of Space Dog, Space Cat. Megumi Acorda who's also playing on Friday. Tsaka July the 14th, kahit di pa kami active at the moment. Pero soon after, sana when, still hoping the pandemic situation improves, sana makita-kita ulit. Yeah, just look for those bands. Kasi wala naman hindi ako ganun ka-active online ngayon. But yeah, just I guess kita-kits sa Friday and good luck on May 9. And
Yes.
keep the movement alive. You know, be Filipino more than anything else. So So, yun.
Napanaks eh.
Nox. Okay na.
Oh. Yan.
Ayun. Sa Friday, sana yung mga nanonood ng stream, manood kayo. Motorista Bar, it's our second gig, pero it's our first bar
First time
gig na kumpleto yung banda na spacedog, spacecat. Kasi the last time we played, wala si Evee. So ayun, sana manood kayo. And then we have another upcoming gig, May 20, pero wala pang details. So follow nyo sana yung page namin, Twitter account, and Instagram ng spacedog, spacecat. Tapos pabati pala, may nagpapabati sa akin.
Sin.
Hi, Ian Aguilao, ang bandang Shirley. Advance happy birthday. Yun lang. Okay.
Pabati siya. Ako na pala.
Yes.
Yun. Sa May 6, punta kayo. 3 bands yung tutugtugan ko. So, Space Dog, Space Cat, the Geeks, my other band, and some secret band na magpe-perform, hopefully. Yun lang.
Hopefully pa lang.
Hopefully.
Hopefully na lang siya.
Ayun. And last but not the least, Mark.
Hi, yeah, I'm Mark, and I play bass, and hopefully, we'll see all of you on Friday. Stay safe, bring your mask, and
Don't go if you're sick.
don't go if you're sick.
If you
Stay
have
home and
fever.
rest. Please. Baka maging super spreader event pa yung
Oo nga. Wear your masks.
Wear your masks.
Ayun. Yeah, and please follow us on Spotify, on our social media, and yan, pag natapos yung album namin, pakinggan nyo rin.
Yan, buti nalala mo.
Ayun.
Yan.
Yes.
Ano yung bagong kanta eh.
May album
di ko
kami.
nakalimutan.
Hopefully second half of the year.
Mm.
Definitely,
Walang-
definitely yan.
Sige, calling it na lang.
Calling it.
Para sure. Second half of the year, release kami album.
Tingnan ko rin if
Yan.
makapunta ako sa gig nyo, pero no guarantees. Kasi
Oo, punta ka doon.
medyo knee problems. Hindi ako makatayo for long periods of time. So,
Ah.
yeah. Pero ayun, may question. Yung sa gig nyo ba, may parang, tawag dito, may parang live stream link by any chance?
Wala eh. Di pa namin talaga na-try gawin yun. Mag-live stream ng gig.
Yeah, that's okay. So ayun, everyone, kung makapunta kayo sa gig nila on Friday, please do so. If may sakit kayo, please do not. So ayun, oh yeah. Ako nga pala si Mitzi. My pronouns are they, them. I am a Filipino trans non-binary variety streamer, usually sa Twitch. Ngayon lang ako nag-Facebook and YouTube. Sa streams ko, I play video games. I also do tabletop role-playing games things. So, nag-GM ako. I'm a player, a performer, and a game designer. So, ngayon, majority ng event na to, ako yung nag-organize on the spot. So, ito yung AAGOS Ang Pag-asa, Musika with spacedog, spacecat. And thank you again to everyone who watched, chatted, lurked. Thank you so much sa spacedog, spacecat for joining this stream. And ngayon, ipa-play na natin yung ngayon ang panahon. And yun, take care everyone. Mag-ingat tayo lagi. Wear masks and let us vote wisely ngayong May 9. Also, mag-ingat kayo sa May 9. Dala kayo ng tubig and other essentials. And yun. So, bye for now. See you tomorrow, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Yung next na stream will be about video games and how it intersects and interacts with politics. Yung guest namin nun is si Pam Punzalan and si Jason Dairit. So yun. See y'all tomorrow. Same time. Follow nyo na lang ako sa Twitter for mga updates. And yeah. Bye-bye!
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks everyone.